Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set, ready.
On the RPO, quickly in the hands of Cooper. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They knocked you full of the seat. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the educated and the yelling.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
Taken down at the 4-yard. He's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On the set.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Going up top. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow going to begin this one. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Gun start.
First word of the game here for Chase Brown. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most, Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
Second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 180.
Burrow working in the pistol. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. A pickup of 21 on that connection. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. And even 30 yards.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 1, ready?
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11. That.
Here's Brown. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 1, ready?
It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. That.
Back to throw, Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
On 1, ready?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
12.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped just toward the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Bengals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
So the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Gain of 19 yards.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather the mistakes.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Ready, get. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Trap 6, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And he'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Here we go. 18, Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. Open receiver is Dodson. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
On the ready. Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Dotson to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Ready.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Dotson, the man in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Okay, ready?
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
79 Broncos. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is Turner. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 11. Wide 80. Wide shot.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the left side. Hostile kick. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They're trying to hit him with a screen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he's going to get him a 1st down here. Across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
180. Wide shot.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
2. Gun. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 1, ready?
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tahat.
Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today. And we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Ready. Janet.
Dotson, the man in motion.
19 Tiger.
Ready. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
70 Rangers.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal.
A 52-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. He's got the hook up to Mike Gesicki. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
2nd down, Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Kahan, 11 MT, 11 MT. Kahan.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the 6.
2nd down and 3.
19 Elias. Let's go. 60 by 60 by Dragon 60.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that 1st down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bengals 26-yard line.
Got ready. Ready.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Oh, God, he's hit, and the ball's out. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The first down throw for Burrow. Out to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow working in the pistol. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
the 21-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. Oh, a loose football. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. He's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
From his end zone, he'll throw it on third and long. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. On the return, it's Turner. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
On one, ready?
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
On 2, ready?
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Ready, set. Stop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Andre Yusufov. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This will be a 41-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play. But those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Throwing now from the gun. He connects downfield to Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Come on. Set. Press all 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Big time play for Philly. 32 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and you're inside the red zone.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The 11-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check it. Check. Ready.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
Bengals 17.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nolan Smith. He's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
He'll air one out for Higgins. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big connection with Burrow and Higgins. 45 yards.
36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
12, 12, 12. Can. Stop.
Now Brown. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Carry here for Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here
we go.
On 3rd and goal.
180. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tank. 11 MT Tank. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here is Shipley on the return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. That's Goddard in motion. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
2. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's Ad's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Now
this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It was 3rd and 16, and they got 17 and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they're a handful to track down. So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
High game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is Turner. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down inside of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Can.
Back to throw, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a second down.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had it covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
To throw is Burrow. Moving outside the pocket. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On the set. Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll work from the 36 on second and 6.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Set to go now on first and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
gun with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Okay, break. Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
70 Timberwolves. Steady.
They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. 180. 180 hot. Start.
They'll drop to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that will lead to a second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Start. Can. Start. Start.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Viking 18. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Cincinnati.